And in 1948, when Pick Sloan was created, they built a dam below us and a dam above us, and we became the Dam Indians. We became expendable. They flooded our homelands. They took our trees. They extinct animals, plants, medicines. And then they left us. And so we recovered. We continued to live. When the Army Corps came in, they killed our economics. They took out our stores, our resources. So today, on a Standing Rock reservation, we drive 60 miles to buy groceries, gas, any of our needs. We don't have economics anymore. They moved our homes onto hilltops where it's a clay base, so we can no longer grow gardens and food. They changed our environment. So we have a long history with the Army Corps. My life with the Army Corps is always hearing as we go into discussion with them, I don't recall that. They promise us many things and they say, I don't recall. So right now, Colonel Henderson, who is a very nice man, I will say that, Colonel Henderson is a very nice man. And I know that we have touched his heart, but we also know that he has IRHUPs. He is in the U.S. Army. He must obey what his higher-ups dictate to him. So I'm asking these people to open their hearts, because we're not asking for anything bad, we're asking to protect the water. When I met with Colonel Henderson, I told him all we're asking is for you to follow federal law, for you to follow your policies and procedures, for you to follow the Sacred Sites Law, executive order by President Clinton, for you to follow the National Historic Preservation Act, for you to follow the Environment Protection Act. I didn't ask for anything bad. I asked them to follow the law. And for me, as an Indigenous person, my footprint is in this earth. My people buried medicine in this earth. I can tell you about the plants, the hills, and all the rivers and their original names. I can tell you the events that happened there. And sometimes I feel like America are the terrorists as they continue to wipe my footprint off this earth, as they continue to wipe the Indigenous people off this earth. And we have a right to live. We have a right to live on our own land. I keep on saying, what did I ever do? When my people lived here, we lived with the earth. And September 3rd, in 1864, Colonel Solly came in and massacred my people because we were identified as the wrong Indians. And my grandmother was shot in the hip at 9 years old. All her family was killed. My grandmother lived, so I stand here. And so on September 3rd, Dakota Access came with the dogs. I keep on saying, did they do this on purpose? Did they pick this day on purpose? On the day of Indigenous rights, they came again with the mace and the dogs. I spend my time right now. I have a young man who was shot with a rubber bullet. They broke his leg. I have a young man who almost died of hypothermia 2 days ago. I am running with medics. They are macing us. They are breaking arms, legs. They are shooting people. We have snipers and assault rifles from Dakota Access security. Full assault rifles on top of the hills all around us. We are in the middle of the war zone. And I remember the day of the dogs as I was standing there in that field as that big gray-headed dog was on one side of me and the woman that was sitting the dog on the other side of me, and thinking, oh my God, because people were crying and screaming all around me. And I said, where am I? Is this America? Is this America? And then each day as I watch the indignities happen to my people, as they round us up and arrest us and put numbers on our arms and refuse to acknowledge us as names and call us by numbers and stick us in dog cages. They strip our women naked and leave them naked all day and all night in these cages. Where am I? What is happening to my people right now as we stand here? The same thing. And who is responsible? Who is watching? The police officers that have pulled out of this engagement on Standing Rock, I honor them. Because when they came, they did not know they were walking into. And I want to tell you who I am. I am a daughter of a police officer, and my dad was an honorable man. And what I am seeing on the ground is not honorable. And I would never, ever talk against a police officer because I wasn't raised that way. But what is happening in North Dakota right now, I don't understand. I don't understand where I'm at anymore. And I want the world to know that this shouldn't be happening. This shouldn't be happening to the kids. This shouldn't be happening to the women and the grandmas that are standing in the front lines because they're coming in prayer and song. I watched as Amy Goodman's trial was supposed to happen there, and I went out to the rally to support her. And I looked around at the crowd of all of these protectors, and I thought, oh my God, that guy's an engineer, that guy's a lawyer, that guy's a medical doctor. Because they're indigenous. They say, why don't these people get a job? Stereotypes are still predominantly in America. We hear them every day. Why is that? We are all just human beings. So we're not asking for anything. We're asking for a basic human right. Protect the water. Protect the water wherever you are. Stand up for the water, because water is life. And we have a right to live. Every human being has a right to live. And so today we ask Army Corps to stand by that, who are supposed to be protecting the water, protecting the United States, protecting the people, to protect the environment. We ask them to stand against Dakota Access Pipeline.